Hello, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop, and it was a pretty slow week this week. Only 5 comics. 3 were on my pull list, 2 I pulled off the shelf. So, since it was a slow week, I also picked up some extra bags. Current comic book bags. Standard. Nothing too exciting. Who even makes these? Guardhouse Shield. I have under 100 bags, so that's why I picked up some more. Matter of fact, I need some more of those little, let me show you. Avery multi-use removable labels. This is what I use instead of tape on the bags. I put one of these little removable labels instead of a piece of tape to hold the flap down. And I'm down to 1 sheet. What do we got there? 14 of them, so need to find some more. Usually you can find them at like Genevieve's drugstore. What drugstores do they have now? Walgreens, someplace like that. Before I show you my comics, of course, I'll show you my top of the printer museum books for the week. I picked out a Jose Garcia Lopez Atari Force cover. What number is this? Number 4. Does that have a year on it? Let me see. April 84. 1984, Jose Garcia Lopez Atari Force. This was a good series, mostly because of Jose Garcia Lopez. This one's by Conway, Ross Andru, and Garcia Lopez. So maybe Garcia Lopez only inked this one. I am not sure. Then we've got a Dean Motter, Mr. X. This is from one of the Dark Horse series. Eviction. Not a year on it, but it's a $3.99 book, so it's not too old. But I like that cover. Nice, stylish sort of Dean Motter work there. Let's see what comic books... You know what? There hasn't been a comic shop news at my shop in a while. I wonder why that is. That just popped into my head as I'm not showing you a comic shop news. Let's start with Radiant Black. Not the greatest cover. Oh, he's on the Hollywood sign. I think that's it. But it doesn't really catch my... Oh, look at that oversaturated thin paper in the light there. You can see those vertical streaks. That's a bad job on the production. Look at that. Oof. Too much ink on too thin a paper. Man, comic book companies just don't even care about that these days. Marvel doesn't, DC doesn't, Image obviously doesn't, Dark Horse doesn't. They don't care that their comics look like this. That's kind of crazy to me. That drives me bonkers. I have passed up comics on the shelf because they look like this. How does CGC grade something like that? Is this a 9.8 even though it's wavy? I don't know. You got me. Then a new Savage Dragon, 264. There was only like 2 Savage Dragons out all of last year. Now we've got 2 out this year. At last, all of his secrets revealed. I always enjoy Savage Dragon. Oh, that's actually I forget what his name is. He's not our Savage Dragon. He's like the original Paul Dragon. There we go. That's his name. He's like the original Savage Dragon from the original miniseries, whose name was Paul and who's now in our universe. But he's got some of the set because there's only the multiverse at one point got crunched down into one universe in this Savage Dragon universe, and so all of a sudden everybody had memories from everybody else's universe. And since the original Savage Dragon died in this book, Paul Dragon has some of his memories, kind of thing. So he thinks he's Malcolm's father, but Malcolm doesn't think he's his father. Malcolm Dragon is the star of Savage Dragon now. And then here's one. I didn't know if I already had a facsimile of this or not. I was like, do I have... This is the first appearance of the Punisher. Amazing Spider-Man 129. Jerry Conway, Ross Andru, Frank Giacoya, and D. Hunt are the inkers. And looks nice. But I was like, I'll buy it anyway, you know? I may have the I don't know. I don't know if I have this as a facsimile or not, or I may have it as a $1 book. But either way, I'll get another copy of it just for the heck of it, because I only had 3 books on my pull list. Here's another one I pulled off of the shelf. Jeff Lemire, Gabriel H. Walter and Jordi Belair, Phantom Road. I don't know, this cover just made me laugh. I don't know what this is supposed to be. The road is a crowbar bent up or something. This doesn't look like a real tool to me. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it looks like random generic tool. I don't know why, it just made me laugh. But I flipped inside and liked the artwork. By the way, I really liked Local Man that I got last week. I put that on my pull list. Local Man is the story of a superhero who disgraced himself and moved back to his hometown in with his parents. And he's supposed to be like a superhero from the 90s too. So it's a flip book where you flip Local Man over and there's like a backup 6-page story that's like him in the 90s on his 90s image team. And it's very 90s. So Local Man I enjoyed. Oh, nice. I said I flipped this open and liked the artwork, so I said I'll give it a try. Why not? And then, let's see, the last book I got, I don't remember ordering this one, so I don't remember what it's about, but I've been buying all these Aftershock ones. Ray Fawkes, Andrea Fritella, All Night and Every Day. Let's read it. It's got something on the back. Let's see what it's about. Party like there is no tomorrow, because there isn't. While celebrating is the last thing grief-skiffen Michaela wants to do, her friends drag her out for the night. Unfortunately, the distraction does not go as planned, and the group ends up trapped in a hellish, never-ending house party where death isn't even an escape. Now Michaela must navigate the labyrinth-like banquet hideous in search of an exit. During her journey, she'll discover a horrible truth about her own past, a revelation that will either lead to her freedom or her eternal imprisonment. All right. This horrifying new one-shock by acclaimed writer Ray Fawkes, Constantine, Gotham by Midnight, and Jackpot, and sensational artist Andrea Fritella, Borgata Giardini, will rock you to your core eternally. See what the artwork looks like. Looks all right. It's just kind of looks like this kind of no line weight, cell shaded artwork. Kind of like the Luna Brothers now that I look at it. A bit more drawing in it than the Luna Brothers. Well, I've been enjoying these. These are anywhere from 40 to 48 pages for $8. And I've just been enjoying the format, one shot. You know, I generally get some enjoyment out of all of them. Some I like better than others, but I usually get my $8 worth, and I like them because they're just done in one stories, in one comic. Don't have to buy another issue. Don't have to worry about it. Don't have to wonder if I'm going to put it on my pull list. When I see one of these, I just order it and enjoy them. Let me show you what I've been doing. What have I been doing here? Oh, we got a Dreams of Things. 175. I want to get these to 200 this year. I haven't been doing any Gatsby illustrations, but I just got some ideas for some of them, so I'm going to be starting those again soon. But oh, look at that blue fades. That blue in the clouds fades away in the glare. I like her polka dotted face, pink hair. I like the way this one came out. Pretty good. This little figure down here I call Mod Man. That's just one of the characters like I draw, and I've been drawing him for many years. He just shows up in places when I need some color, and a strange guy sitting there, Mod Man. So there you go. Some comic book bags, some comic books, and a little bit of artwork. And you guys have a good week out there.